Hello and welcome to this Warcraft replay. This is going to be the second game of this best of 3. We are going to have a human vs undead matchup here. In the bottom left we have Hawk spawning in as the light human player. Light blue human player. I knew I said something wrong. On the map Nomad Isles, he will be facing off against WFZ, the dark blue undead player in the top right. So yeah. Game 1, let's talk about that. A lot of things just didn't work out well for Hawk. First off, he lost a fair number of creeps slash his own units to both the creep camps and of course the Death Knight. WFZ had like a really good opening to the game there. Even though he was a little quiet in like first 2 minutes, that drastically changed, and well, the momentum just never stopped. Hawk TP scrolled his military units back because the Archmage was heavily wounded and all that, but the peasants were left behind. And like without any protection, WFZ just massacred as many as he could, and that kind of swung the game to WFZ's control pretty much the entirety of the remainder of the game. Not the entirety, that's the wrong word. So yeah, and of course WFZ got destroyers when Hawk was still at tier 1. Maybe you guys can, finish off the picture there. Anyway, WFZ is going for, I guess, the same stuff, same usuals, the usuals. I mean, usuals work as seen previously, but yeah. How is Hawk going to play this out? Last Refuge is not as advantageous as Twisted Meadows, as well there's no Rock Golem camp, so you can't start there. Hawk's gonna go for a Mountain King start and go after the first green creep camp, the closest green creep camp that is to his base. So normally human players, if they go Archmage, or I guess pandas, or they sometimes do Mountain King as well, they would go after this mercenary camp. Since there's a Rock Golem camp here, I'm not sure if the Rock Golem is the same as Twisted Meadows Rock Golem, but like the main thing is the mercenary camp there. But I guess Hawk made the better decision by not going for that camp, as we see WFZ instantly harassed. It's not like he's gonna get much out of this, but he's gonna delay Hawk enough, hopefully, so that the undead mid to late game starts happening. Tier 2's already started. Hawk has not gone tier 2. He is moving out a bunch of militia. Not sure if they're going for the Ogre Magi camp or the Rock Golem camp. It does seem like the Ogre Magi camp is the target. So Hawk does have the intention of going for an expand attempt. Footman very close to dead, but the Mountain King will not have it. He will finish off the remainder, the very wounded Footman. And yeah. We did have a Troll Trapper being creepjacked by the Death Knight, but pretty much the majority was given over to the Mountain King, as we see here. Level 2 on the Mountain King, Gloves of Haste, and the Circle of Nobility from the very first camp. So, Mountain King, I guess he's there just to be like the reason why you pick Panda first. Just be a strong first pick hero. Like a hero focused on like picking weak or specific targets and bursting them down. And of course it's also good to counteract the creepjacking ability of the Death Knight. We are going to have these footmen actually trapped here. I don't know if it's smart enough for Hawk to actually kind of suicide mission his footmen in, but as long as they pick like 2 or 3 acolytes, I think that would be kind of good. I mean, we already have like 3 acolytes pretty much stop mining, or at least 2 acolytes stop mining. We are going to have tier 2 completed now, so the loss of the acolytes is not too significant. It doesn't mean that, you know, tier 2 has to be cancelled in order to replace them. It's nothing like that. Maybe if it was a little later, then like tier 3 maybe would have been delayed a lot more, but oh well. Not sure who won that trade. We did have like 2 acolytes taken out, and WFZ with like 3 acolytes mining for quite a while. But like, yeah, Hawk lost like 3 or 4 footmen in that process. So I'm not sure if it was worth it or if it was maybe equalized. Either way, Hawk able to lay off the pressure away from his bases, is able to get that expand completed, and he is now reaping in the benefits. Hopefully he will start tier 2 very soon, as we all very know tier 1 humans are not as strong. Alright, High Priest is actually being very annoying here, casting Inner Fire on like every single buffable creep camp. We're going to have the Hilarious Flute of Accuracy, so it is going to be, or that does confirm that the Twisted Meadows Rock Golem is the same as the Mercenary Camp Rock Golems, so, I guess Last Refuge is pretty good for humans as well. But since Mountain King is melee, their Hilarious Flute of Accuracy is not going to see the light of day anymore, as it was just sold for a quick buck. Yeah, that sounds depressing, but I guess that's just the way things will have to be, as Hawk is on his way to tier 2, but tier 3, is that on WFZ's mind? I wonder. It does seem like he's saving a bit of gold. He might actually make the transition. But first, the TP back at home is in order, as it does seem like Hawk wants to go after these acolytes once again. It's not as effective as, you know, I theorized before, since, well, tier 3 is not in progress, so there's not too much point going after these acolytes, aside from the fact that you can, you know, economically harass WFZ. You won't be delaying, you know, any tech anytime soon. Which I guess at the same time is good enough for Hawk, since he won't have to deal with destroyers. He can pretty much build up his tier 2 army with a blacksmith, rifle casters, and all that. Because I guess you could say the advantage undead players have is getting a very good tier 3 army much quicker, unless humans of course go like tech first and then maybe base, or not base at all. We're gonna have the Ogre camp being started by the Mountain King of Hawk, but WFZ seems to be crashing the party once again. Mana Stone has been dropped, and I guess that's going to be a pretty good item for the Mountain King in particular. Oh, how sad. Not every unit can be saved, and that was... yeah, that's what happened. The rest of the creep camp will be cleared out by WFZ. Frost Armor on the Death Knight. I guess that's to counteract the Mountain King. It's a little weird, seeing Frost Armor against a non-Blade Master thing opponent, because, well, it's just, I haven't seen that in like a while, if ever. Plus, some may actually consider the Mountain King to be a caster assassin, kind of like the Warden, but, well, since the Mountain King does have bash, it's, you know, it's much more worthwhile actually going for basic attacks. WFZ is not letting go, but he is going to be facing against a Blood Mage, as the Blood Mage will be siphoning mana off of that Death Knight, and then the Lich is the next target. The Lich is level 2, so He might have Dark Ritual, but it's kind of hard to tell. He could, you know, very well have Frost Nova. I think he just... No, that wasn't Frost Nova, that was Frost Armor. You could very well have Frost Armor, but time will tell. There we go, Frost Nova has been casted, and another Storm Bolt will eat another Crypt Fiend. Blood Mage keeps draining the mana out of WFZ and Lich. Of course, the statues can also be siphoned, I believe, so there is an opportunity there. Will we see it happening? Who knows? We are going to have the Blood Mage actually being surrounded. Why is Hawk neglecting the Blood Mage? That is a little weird, but I guess it happens. Level 3 for the Lich. So yeah, not much Hawk can actually do, but well, he can do something. He can actually defend. I was gonna say not much WC can do. Even if he clears out his army, he doesn't have much of a sieging force. I believe he had his meat wagon, but it was destroyed before, so yeah, less effectiveness in dealing with actual buildings there. Even if WCA actually clears out the remainder of these units, it does seem like that Hawk is replacing them very, very timingly, if that's a word. Yeah, that mana siphon is really annoying, or at least that's what I think WFZ is thinking, as well, it's just not letting go. Web cast on these Goblin Zeppelins, so the Mountain King will be out of commission for a little while, as the web is preventing the MK from actually getting out. But there we go, expired. WFZ is currently on the run here. Is he looking for a bit of a greedy play by maybe assassinating the Mountain King? Who knows? It doesn't seem like it's going to happen, as yeah, maybe WFZ shouldn't keep pressing on. There we go with a Nova Coil combo. That was, I guess that was very, very unexpected of WFZ, but well, that's what happened. Arcane Sanctum number 1 is being placed down. Castle is also being upgraded as well. Oh, we already have Arcane Sanctum number 1. That is Arcane Sanctum number 2. Where's the Castle Tech? That is interesting, because we don't see any Griffin Aviaries, so it doesn't seem like it's a pathway to that. It could very well be Knights, but I don't know. It still hasn't been confirmed. Knights, I guess they do well against those Crypt Fiends anyway, so Knights is a very good decision. Don't get Siege Tank, because right now I don't think Hawk is in a desperate move. I think he has, you know, enough control in this game to not resort to those siege engines. There we go with a Storm Bolt to the face, and the Lich dies at level 3. Now it's the Mountain King's turn. He is being chased down, and Vulnerability Potion will be used as, well, the Mountain King will be able to run back to the safety of his army. GG from WFZ, as, well, he is losing units very, very slowly. That's game 2, so we're going to go to a game 3. I kind of feel drowsy-eyed, but I will, try to endure and cast the final game.